Hey everybody, thanks for watching. This is the Be Better Golf channel. And today, Harold, who you guys have seen before, Andrew and Andre and I are just going to be playing a stroke play challenge here on the back nine. So the winner gets a gigantic trophy and a huge check. And the high man gets a swift kick in the nuts. I don't know exactly what will happen, but we'll try to play our best because we all have tournaments coming up. All right, guys, thanks for watching. So this is this is the back nine, and we're playing stroke play, the four of us tournament, a little mini tournament here, as I'm getting ready for a big tournament for me coming up soon. So I'm trying to get as much stroke play, every shot counts, kind of golf in as much as possible. Harold went first, hitting iron off the tee, and then Andrew, 17 years old, went second, and here is Andre, who is in a week going to turn 16. Andre blocked his out to the right. Andrew and Harold are down the center of the fairway. And this is me. This is my first round. This was my first round with my new Callaway XR16 Pro driver. And my first drive actually blocked way out to the right. I mean, it wasn't that far right, but it was up in a tree. And I had to take a unplayable, drop near the tree, and punch that. So now I have that putt left for a bogey, unfortunately. And I took the Truvis out of play. Probably out of frustration. So here is young Andre going for his birdie. So he makes par on the first. And here is, I guess you would call him Old Brendan, for because I'm a minimum of 16 years older than all these guys. So here's Old Brendan for a bogey. So looking pretty bad, pretty rocky for the start, especially stroke play wise. And that drive off the tee really wasn't bad. It was just a little unlucky, and then did not hit a great chip. Harold saves his par there, and then Andrew, who just graduated high school, makes his par. So here's Harold with another 2-iron off the tee. He's just hitting only irons off the tee this day. I don't know if he's having a problem with his driver or he's just trying to work on something. This is a shorter course, so maybe to challenge himself on the approaches. I'm not exactly sure why he's doing that. Then Andrew hit a good drive up the left-hand side of the fairway on this. This is like 340-yard par 4, dogleg to the right. It goes uphill, but then it goes back downhill again. Andre hit one kind of up the right-hand side. He was all right. And then I hit, kind of jumped out of that one a little bit, but I hit a nice fade down the middle. Hit a really good shot. So you can see that's the blue stake there. That means 200 yards. So he's got about, here is Harold with about 185 yards out. And then I have this is a 7-iron. Nope, this is an 8-iron. This is an 8-iron from 151 yards going down the hill. So it wasn't a full force 8-iron. It was just a little less than that. So here's Andrew with a slow motion swing. Check out how much lag Andrew has. Now before I would have been so envious of that lag. I was obsessed with the lag. Now I kind of see that as something that might actually be holding Andrew back a little bit. I think that's a little bit extreme. So he hit it to the back of the green, and he's putting up for his birdie and misses, so he taps in for par. And now, after making a double bogey on our first hole, this is for a birdie after that great 8-iron shot I hit. Nice, confidently stroked it in. So I get one shot back, and I'm 1 over par at this point. Harold is still even after 2 opening pars. And then he hit a block on this 134 yard from these tees. 134 yards today. Hit a little block, not very good. And then Andre went, and then here is Brendan. Here I am. Nice accelerating shot through there. You could see a bit of a Spieth-esque chicken wing coming through there, but I had really good acceleration through the ball. And I hit it to about 15 feet. And then there's Andrew, who also put it on the green. So here's Andre after pulling it a little long left. He taps in for par. And this is for my birdie to get both of those shots back after the bad first hole. Really kind of a weak effort. And it kind of broke strangely away from the front of the green, even though this does slope severely right to left. So weird break, but it didn't really matter the speed I hit it. Andrew for his birdie. No. So Andrew makes a par on that hole, and Harold with another iron off the tee. This one is 315-yard par 4. And Harold hit it down the middle. And then Andre hit a good drive up the left-hand side. And then after, yeah, he liked it. And then here goes Andrew Fernandez hitting up, kind of lining up down the right-hand side. And left it kind of open face a little bit. All right, so of all these guys, Andrew, Harold, Andre, and Brendan too, we can throw him in there. Tell us whose swing you guys like the most, if you had to have one person swing. All right, so I hit that a little thin, but a pretty good shot up the middle with my 3-wood. They have this area grown out in front of the screen, so it really doesn't make sense for me to hit driver on this hole anymore because you would have to be able to carry it all the way to the green, which is not really going to happen for me unless I have a major wind assist. All right, so you can see that scrubby-looking grass there. I'm sitting down in a hole, and I did not play it well. You could see I kind of lagged that one there. I kind of float-loaded it on the way back down, and I got it behind myself and thinned it all the way to the back of the green. So I have about a 50-foot putt here that Andrew's holding the flag for. That's a dog park to the left of the screen there. And it usually breaks just a little bit away from that.
Oh! Wow. Hey, you missed my good putt. Get off your fucking dragon game. Give me some props. Feed the dragon. All right. That was motoring pretty good, too. Thank you.
Probably over-celebrating there because Harold was just telling me about this dragon game app that he's obsessed with. And because he's so obsessed with that app, he didn't watch any of our putts. So I made my putt and gave him a hard time about playing on his app while we were playing golf. And then Andre, Harold's younger brother, made his putt. But then Andrew didn't. So Andre and I both had birdies on that hole. And then Andre goes off the tee. Andre's swing is my favorite of this group, if I had to pick one. I think by the time Andre is a college freshman, he's going to be an amazing golfer. All right, really good tempo on that drive for me. Hit a cut up the middle. And I'm in a really good spot. And then Harold with another 2-iron off the tee.
Yeah, it's just Indian Mexican.
Hit that one. The one he hit on the last hole was kind of a low stinger, and this one was kind of a high draw. So it was cool to see him working it different ways off the tee there. And there's Andrew kind of blocked one out to the right again. So Harold, after hitting 200 off the tee, had 3-wood. And there's my Ghetto Pro Tracer. He hit it straight, even though it was a little thin. And I have 3-wood as well. Left that one open, and I'm in the right trees. That's going to be tough because I'm kind of in jail there a little bit. And I'm kind of just standing there watching it. I think it's okay, but it actually turned out worse than I thought. Here's Harold from 100 yards. Really a stock shot. But did not hit a good one there. All right, so you guys can see I'm in jail behind this tree. This is a pitching wedge. I'm going to try to land short of the green and hit a great shot. The Kikuyu slowed it down a little bit. Got 2 weird bounces. They kind of equaled each other out, and now I've got like a 9-footer. So that was a really great shot from that pine straw. So you see my ball there on the right. Here's Andrew for birdie. After missing his birdie putt on the last, he gets a birdie on this hole, so that's nice. You see that baseball field to the back right? That's called Blair Field, where the Long Beach State Dirtbags play. They used to have a semi-pro team that played there too. All right, so that's 2 birdies in a row for me. And I am now back. I'm now 1 under par. Harold hit another good 2-iron off
Really
the
good.
tee, right down the middle. Watch how steady his head is as he rips through that. That's what I wanted to show you there with that replay. And then Andre lets his
That'll be
head
good.
release a lot more freely than Harold does through the ball. But so slightly different swings, but both really good ball strikers. And I like hitting hybrid off this tee because there's actually out of bounds left. That's actually not too far left. And if you hit a solid drive with a slight draw in it, you could go out of bounds. So it's not worth it. It's not really that much of a reward to hit it that long on this hole.
All right.
Andrew hit it out to the right. He's in the right-hand trees, but he'll be all right. Okay, so I have a pitching wedge. So I just punched out with this pitching wedge, and now I have another pitching wedge. This is from my Nike Pro Combo set. Really great balance there. I just blocked it out to the right a little bit. You see the divot going left, but if you can kind of see where it's deep and kind of the exit pattern of that, you can see that the face was open. I'm not too great at reading divots. Some guys are really, really good at doing that. You can kind of tell just from the divot, kind of almost everything TrackMan would give you as far as impact, but trying to get better at it. All right, so this is for birdie from actually exactly 21 feet. Hanging out to the right. And did my...
That's 3 in a row. I was wrong last time. Now that's 3 in a row. And 4 out of 5.
Yeah, 3 in a row and birdied 4 out of the last 5. So that was awesome. Really like my reaction there. It's funny. All right, so then Andre, Harold, after seeing my putt,
Yeah, you give a really
nonchalance
good player
his in the
line.
hole like it's nothing.
Good job, Harold.
Yeah, if you give a good player the line, like it's ridiculous when you watch the Shark Shootout and the other things on the PGA Tour, how insanely good pros are at putting when they've seen the line.
Maybe I'll get 2 breakfasts out of it.
Andrew's like putting his hand up in the air because he thinks he hit a walk-off,
He had a little dribble.
but actually it landed and spun away from the hole, so he's not too close to the hole. This is an 8-iron up this hill for me. Check out the divot there. If you can kind of see my tee there and then see how far forward the divot was and how shallow it was, that was actually a really good strike for me. All right, so there goes Andrew for his birdie and does kind of a cool maneuver to get it in the hole.
You wouldn't do that in a tournament.
0 style points for that though. And so here's me for this will be my 4th birdie in a row. First time ever on this channel. No. All right, cool. So that is a par for me,
What's your most birdies in a
which
row?
any par on a par 3 feels really good for me.
Yeah.
And then Andre actually, I think, yeah, I shut the camera off, but Andre actually made that putt.
Good shot.
And Harold again with the
Yeah,
really steady head and good 2-iron. Hit up the left-hand side, and here goes his brother, younger brother, Andre, who hits a great drive right down the middle.
The islands of the Pacific. We don't grow hair.
There you go, Andrew.
And a good shot up the left-hand side for Andrew. And then I hit, you could see that was kind of a lazy swing, a little bit off the toe, but it went right down the middle.
I'm young.
A little bit left-hand side of the fairway. And Jim giving me a hard time.
High school though, are you?
No.
Thanks, boys. That was fun.
Later. Hey guys. Oh. Yeah. Thank you. All right, so a little recap of where we are in our stroke play challenge. I'm I don't know. I'm 2 under. Yeah. I'm 2 under with a double on the first and 4 birdies. Where's everybody else at?
I'm even.
And 1 under for Harold.
All bars and 1 birdie on hole number.
All right, cool. And then we're all in good shape except Andre on this hole could be could be a little blocked out by the trees. All right, so Harold, after hitting iron off the tee, here's another iron, and that was just looked like a snake bit him in the middle of his swing. And he actually hurt his wrist a little bit with that bad swing. Snapping his fingers, and then the kid's joking with him like giving it to him a bit because Not really a good shot for Harold. All right, so I got a 3-wood. You can see I've choked up on it about 1.5 inches. I'm trying to hit a draw around that tree that sticks out. Really good balance there, posing on it. Hit it just to the right of the fairway bunker. I'm going to have kind of a tough up and down because it's going to be sloping away from me there. And then Andre with his utility club here blocked it way out to the
Almost
right.
have to
Actually,
yell 4.
almost had to yell 4 because there's guys on the tee box at 18 there that he hit it near. And then Andrew, who hit a good drive off the tee, has to hit a draw around this tree, but he did what I did and started it on the right line, but it never came back. And Andrew and I are going to be really close to each other. So Andre going way down the hill from about 60 yards.
Really good shot.
Really
Good
good
shot,
to
Andre.
hit it on the green there.
All right,
Good
par
shot,
5 and 2.
Andre.
There, near it anyway. There's Andrew's ball. There's my ball. And there's the green. So we're short-sided and near this bunker. And Andrew's lining it up.
So Andrew and I are really pretty close to each other, so we have a bit of a pitching contest here. You'll see connected to this video is the pitching prescription, a video Monty and I did together that is
uphill putt,
really,
though.
really an amazing
Good
video. It's
try.
helped my game up so much. It's really helped. And then this is a drill that's included with the pitching prescription, where you hold your rear shoulder as you really feel it go through. So this is me pitching, trying to get inside Andrew as my first thing and trying to get it close for a birdie as my second priority.
Feed.
All right, so I beat Andrew, and I have that 4.5, almost 5-footer for par. No, for birdie. Harold made his par, and this is young Andre for birdie from far away. No,
I mean,
just
the swing looks
a
good.
little unlikely there. Young Andre stays at even par. And so does Andrew. Andrew and Andre are both at even par. So this is me for birdie. So actually on this pretty simple hole will be the only birdie of the group. And really nice. I got that coming right out of the center of the face. I think that's one of the main reasons I'm putting so well this day. So I keep having putts coming right out of the center of the face.
Oh, great drive.
All right, Harold, let's check that out. Watch the head. Super steady, super steady. Very good drive for Harold
Perfect win.
with that 2-iron. That's going about 230. The fairways, because this is a short course, they have fairways here made out of kikuyu grass that they let grow long. So you get very little run. So you're basically, it's mostly carry for anything you're hitting. And then Andrew, for some reason, Andre hit his in the bunker, and then Andrew, for some reason, is hitting iron off this tee. I don't know. Maybe he's working on something too, but I think he's just seen Harold do it, and I think that's what the cool kid's doing. So now he's doing it. So now I have my driver out. Really was trying to just hit a fairway finder on this one. The longer the hole, I'm actually, even though the hole's longer, I'm just trying
All right,
to
walking down the
find the fairway even more.
final hole, the
because
18th hole.
I definitely don't want to be
Andrew
out of the
and
trees on a long hole.
Young Andre is even, and Harold, who just turned 20, is 1 under. And everybody is in or very close to the fairway.
All right, so 170 yards up the hill a little bit for Harold, who took iron off the tee. Really good
What iron is
balanced
that,
shot
Harold?
there. Get up.
Like 170.
Okay, Harold's got a
75,
reasonable
70.
uphill birdie putt. And then Andrew, who laid well back, has about 175. Andrew put it on the left front of the green. He's got a really long bunker putt to try, a really long lag putt. And young Andre just hit his up onto the green from that bunker, even though there was a slight amount of lip problem. So I have 130 yards, actually about 126 yards, up the hill just a little bit. So I
Not good.
hit a 9-iron that was actually a little bit too much club, even though it was up the hill. So Andrew actually, yeah, he was off the green, so he's chipping. I think that is a gap wedge or a pitching wedge that he's chipping with. So he has that remaining for par. And young Andre has that remaining for par too. So those guys both have that for an even par round. And Harold cozies up nicely. He tapped that in and shot 1 under. So I'm 3 under at this point, and I just need to 2-putt this, or really I can 3-putt this and be okay. Now that Harold didn't make his birdie. I have kind of a nasty 4-footer down the hill, left to right.
If you don't make this putt, you get a swift kick in the nuts.
All three of us.
Oh, good putt.
Woo! I'm gonna have kids.
As long as there's some very unintelligent blind woman out there.
Oh, we'll find.
All right, so this is me for a
Million people in the world.
round of 3 under 33 on this back 9. Let's see if I can make it. 34.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. So it was 2 under for me. So I was low man. Harold was second. These guys were tied for last. Thanks for watching, everybody. Fun. Yeah, fun. All right, Andre. Thanks. All right, subscribe and see you later.